Okay, today we are going to make this Keto Blueberry Lactation Smoothie, and I promise you are going to love it, and it's going to help boost milk supply without all the added sugars and the added carbs. If you guys don't know me, I'm Julie, and I'm a ketogenic health coach, and I specialize in working with breastfeeding mamas to help them safely lose the baby weight, all without losing milk supply. All right, let's get started. All right, before we get making the smoothie, I'm going to quick go over what we have inside this lactation smoothie. The first thing is blueberries. You can use fresh or frozen for this. Either works great. If you use fresh, you just might need to use a little bit more ice. And then we have ground flaxseed. Now, this is one of the lactation boosting ingredients, so you definitely want to use this. Then we have brain octane, and this is also known as MCT oil. So whatever you have in house is great. This is a great way to boost healthy fats, and it also helps so much with milk supply. Then we have vanilla protein powder, and I have a few of my favorite keto ones that I'll put in the link below this video. So use a keto one, anyone will work great for this recipe. And then we have brewer's yeast, and the brewer's yeast is another ingredient that can help boost milk supply. Then we have almond milk, and coconut milk would be a good option as well if you don't have almond milk. And then, of course, the spinach, and it's a great way to help boost greens into your day. And I love to have, make sure to have your blender on hand. And I love my Ninja blender because it gives these single serve cups, and I don't have to do as many dishes. So I love that. And then, of course, the ice that you're going to add to make sure it's the perfect consistency of what you would like. All right, let's get baking. All right, so grab your blender cup, and you can use a normal blender. That's totally fine, whatever you have in the house. I just like to use this, like I mentioned, so I can do less dishes and just drink out of here. So the first ingredient we are going to add is a cup of almond milk. All right, then we are going to add the blueberries, and I like to use a 1/4 cup of this. Now, blueberries still do have a little carbs in it, but while breastfeeding, we can handle a little bit more. So 1/4 cup is usually a good amount, but you can always add a little more if you want to. And then we have the brewer's yeast, and we're going to want to use 1 teaspoon of that. Now, brewer's yeast does have a bitter taste, so you want to be careful with how much you add. It's great to boost lactation, but we also don't want it to ruin the taste of the smoothie. So usually a teaspoon is the great amount, but you can always adjust that according to your taste. All right, then we're going to add the flaxseed, and I am going to use a tablespoon of that. Then we are going to add a tablespoon of the MCT oil. Now, if you've never used MCT oil before, you might want to start off a little smaller because it can cause a little bit of digestive issues if you haven't used it before, but I promise if you work up slowly, you are going to love adding this into your day. All right, now I'm going to add the protein powder, and I'm just going to use a scoop of that. Now, like I mentioned, I'm going to put a link of all my keto protein powders below the video, so make sure to check that out. There's also another one called Booby Body, which I know, love the name, right? But it helps add more lactation benefits, so you might want to check out that one as well. But this one is really great just to add in some great protein to your day. All right, now we have the spinach. Now, I say a 1/2 cup inside the recipe, but I honestly just love to stuff my blender a little full because this is so great for getting the nutrients into your day and greens, but you definitely can measure or weigh it out to get the exact amount if you're tracking macros. So just fill it up, but you need to make sure that you have room for the ice. This is a problem I run into a lot, so definitely make sure to save room for that. All right, last thing is just the ice, and again, I always fill too full, so just add what you can. So now we're going to go ahead and blend it. All right, so I have my blender here. I just will put it on and then blend it. Of course, I'm going to mute the sound for you guys so you don't have to listen to it. Now, once you blend it, you can take it off and you can look at what consistency it is. I think I need to add a little bit more ice to mine. Yep, see, it's a little bit runny, so just play with the consistency. If it's too thick, add a little bit more almond milk, and you'll be good to go. All right, here is the finished product. Is that the perfect consistency that I like? You can pour it into another glass, or if you have this blender, you can just keep it in this cup and then enjoy. All right, here is the final smoothie. Now, doesn't it look amazing? Now, the color of the smoothie may change depending how many blueberries versus spinach that you use inside the smoothie, but I promise you're gonna love it either way, no matter what the color of it is. And it also will really help boost milk supply. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below once you try this recipe out, and also let me know if it helps boost your milk supply. Then also be sure to like and subscribe to this video so you can get more keto lactation recipes, tips, and more. Thanks so much for baking with me today.